Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be making a summer set here. I love rainbow colors, so I'm going with some rainbow colors today. You could choose any color that you want. I'm also going to be using this roller. It's beautiful. It has all these gorgeous flowers on it. That's from Elena's Clay Corner. I'll put that in the description. And I also have some of her cutters. So the first thing I did was I rolled each one of my colors out to my third thickest setting on my pasta machine. And I made sure everything was conditioned. So you just want to cut out one square of each color. So just place your colors in any order that you want. And I am just going to I'm going to go with red on the bottom, yellow, orange, and then my white. I'm going to roll this out on my pasta machine to the second thickest setting. So I'm just doing one pass. I'm going to cut that in half. Put it on top of each other. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Roll it out again. And you'll see you're going to start getting these stripes in there. So let's do that one more time. Can you see how beautiful those stripes are? Okay. And then you'll have that. So now I'm going to roll this out one more time. And this is the last roll that I'm doing. Last pass. Okay. Now I'm going to trim it up. I'm just I just want to show you, look at all those little stripes in there. So that's really going to help bring all our colors throughout the piece. Okay. Now, anytime I'm using a roller, I'm going to use baby powder. That'll prevent my roller from sticking in my clay. And then I'm going to take my roller and I'm going to put a lot of pressure on this and really go down. And that's just the baby powder that's in my roller. Look how beautiful that is. I want you to see how gorgeous that is. I just want to get all that little extra clay off. I'm just going to press that area down. Okay. Get your flexible blade. You want to make sure that it is very flexible. And then we're just going to start taking off our top layer. And I just want my top layer lift this up, brush that all off. Can you see how beautiful that's starting to come out? Some people will go much faster. I like to kind of go slow. This way I'm not digging too deep into my clay. So whatever you're comfortable with, that's what you're gonna do. Okay. I'm just going to stretch it out a bit. See, if you keep it thicker, you can stretch it out and really have fun with your design. So that's what I got with that. So just rub your piece. That'll give it a nice burnish. Okay. And I want one main piece for a pendant. I like that right there. And then let's do some nice size earrings. Okay, so now I'm going to roll this up and blend this all together. All right, so that's it completely mixed up. That is rolled out to my number 3 on my pasta machine, so it's my 4th thickest setting. Carefully lift these up and put these off to the side. And then this really reminds me of like the 70s style. And I love that. Like the flower child. And I am just going to start laying all my little pieces that I cut right onto here. I'm going to leave little spaces in between so I get that beautiful color that I just did. All right, so I have my piece covered. And now I want to burnish that. And I'm just going to take my hands and start rubbing everything down. And then I'd like to use this little metal tool here. And that'll like really flatten my piece out for me. Okay, so now I can see that it is okay for me to add a little bit more. Sometimes I like to just see what I have going on before I add more and more and more. This way I know I'm not overdoing it, because sometimes if you put too much, it just doesn't look as nice. All right, so I have those little sections filled. And now I'll do the same thing, just burnish it. All right, let's lift this up. And clay is super soft from constantly rubbing it and running it through the machine. Clean all this up. Okay, so now I'm going to lay this down. And I'm going to put these, let me stretch this just a little bit. So just take your clay, stretch it just a little bit. And then we're going to lay this down, and these pieces that we just did, we put on there, will become the back of our earrings and pendant. So let's just line this up. Let me do a quick little, and I'm not pressing hard, I'm just rubbing it down to make sure that it's nice and stuck to that clay. And you want to make sure it's nice and stuck. And then still flatten it out just a little bit more. And then make it much easier for your piece to kind of connect. So line your piece up nicely. Okay, put that in my scrap. So there, that will be the back, and that is going to be the front. All right, so now I'm going to place these in my oven, bake them according to my package, and then we will come back. We'll edge everything off, make it look gorgeous, and then we will finish these up. All right, guys, so my pieces are out of the oven. I edged the earrings already, just so you can see how they look. I mean, look how beautiful these are. See how gorgeous? I love just adding just that little bit onto the back so it's not plain. And then the pendant. I love this pendant. It is screaming 70s vibe to me. I absolutely love this one. And you know what's really neat is this particular roller, you could do so many different styles. And since I'm getting the 70s vibe, I am going to add some flowers to the earrings. I don't know if I'm going to add it to the pendant yet. I haven't decided because I just love the look of this particular piece. I mean, you can see all the little details like the flowers here and then those little, you know, tiny flowers. I don't want to cover that up and lose that. And even though the earrings have it, it's not as detailed as that one. So I thought the flower would look super cute just to add that additional 70s vibe going on. So that is what I am going to do. So first thing is I'm going to show you how to edge your piece. And I did do a quick sand of this. And I think I missed a little piece. There we go. So I'm using a chrome marker. And I'm just going to edge everything. And I did go with the gold because it'll match my little flowers that I'm going to add to it. And normally I go up around my edge on the top. I am not going to do that this time. I really want that clay to be my focal point. I don't want the edging to stand out on the front. I am going to add it onto my back because I think it gives it a beautiful finished look. So all I do is kind of run my marker across the edge. That's it. And I don't do a thick edging. And then it gives you that beautiful professional edged look. So I'll let that dry. And then I'm going to get my drill. And let me see here. I want to make sure that my holes are not overly too big, but not too small. I do like this one because then it gives me more flexibility. All right, let me see here. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my pencil and that is gonna be my top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pencil, I'm gonna stick it right in this hole, and I'm gonna mark right on my clay where I want my hole to be. That is the best way to do it. This way, you know you're not too close. You know that you're going to line up with your metal piece. So right there. So I'm marking my pieces. And then I'm going to take my drill. I'm going to go straight down. And go right through it. And then I get this beautiful hole. I really like to mark my holes when I'm working with the metal, just because sometimes you think that you're going to have it lined up properly and it's not, and then it just doesn't look right. Okay, so I'm going to add my jump rings. Let me just open those up. Put my flower. I like this one better. Okay. And then add my other one. And then I'm using these wood posts because how perfect are these for our little 70s theme here. And then make sure it's closed all the way. And then look at that. How fabulous is that? I absolutely love that. I think adding that flower to the design just really makes it pop. But we don't, like I said, we don't want to take it away from our pendant because we need to see some of our design. So if I had tinier flowers, I probably would like add them on there somehow, like really small ones, but unfortunately I do not. So I am just going to go with the 2 on the earrings only. And then just add. And then once again, make sure it's closed all the way. Everything's lined up. And then you have your earring. I love these. You know, I design so many earrings, and I don't even wear that many earrings, but I'm finding myself wanting to keep a lot of the earrings that I'm making lately. So I'm not sure if my taste is changing and I feel like I want to wear earrings, or if I'm just loving the designs I'm making. Not sure yet. But all right, so now I got to decide, how do I want my pendant to lay? And I'm loving these 2 flowers right here, so I'm going to actually make this right here my top part. Okay. Beautiful. All right. And then I almost wish that I had a different like clasp to put up here. I unfortunately do not, or bail, I should say. It's not a clasp, it's a bail. Wish I had a different bail. Let me see. Unfortunately, all my bails are silver. I cannot believe that. So I'm going to have to get gold bails. I just cannot believe that I have only silver. So I'm just going to go with the jump ring this time. I love that. I'm going to add my chain. And then I'm going to use brown to kind of go with the wood look. Oops. All right, guys, and here we have this gorgeous pendant. I really do love this. I love that we could change the colors. We could change the design. There's so many things you could do with this particular roller, but I am absolutely loving this vibe that I got going on here with the 70s. And I know I said it a million times, but I really do hope that you are getting the same vibe and loving it as much as I am. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment. It helps get me out into the YouTube world. Everything that I use will be in the description area, and I will see you all next time. Bye!